In today's video, we're going to be having a look at Solana. As you guys can see, we are currently making a breakdown again. Of course, this was a continuation from this breakdown of this channel. So this was obviously the channel right here that we were in for quite some time, for about 2 months, I believe, all the way from June 13th all the way till August 17th. That was 2 months of a consolidation, a bear flag, before coming back down and exploding. The question is are we going to come to this level? And if not, are we going to come back to $12 region? So guys, in today's video, obviously going to be discussing about Solana. $31 market cap of $10 billion, 10.8. A lot of investors are saying that this is overvalued still, and they are waiting for the 6, 7, even $5 billion market cap. They're saying that this is still way too high. What do you guys think? Is it way too high? Leave the comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys like this daily content, these daily videos, don't forget to like and share. Smash that subscribe button and let's get it on. Rank number 9, so we are still up in the top 10 on Solana. 1.7 million people on the watch list. That is a lot of people, so this thing keeps increasing. Of course, the volume to market cap is almost 10%, guys. I mean, 10 billion, 1 billion of the market cap is being traded. So of course that says right here 6.66, almost 10%, almost 7%. This is pretty good in a bear market. That is fantastic. This is what we want to see. $721 million worth of volume is good, especially in a bear market. So let's have a look. Before we get into some technical analysis, let's have a look at some news that could be very, very bullish for Solana. Helium, HNT, for those of you guys who don't know, you can mine. Devs proposed ditching its own blockchain for Solana. So this is very, very good, guys. And the reason why that is in the last several months of the network, both have been challenging for network participant with much reduced proof of coverage activity due to network size and blockchain validators load. So this is pretty good for the Solana ecosystem. I mean, the fact that they're ditching their own platform or their own ecosystem to go build on Solana, of course this will only be temporary until they get it up, back and running, and until everything can scale again. Then it's going to be good, but of course it will stay on the Solana ecosystem just to add another ecosystem to prevent, essentially, think of it like it's kind of like a layer 2 to prevent congestion essentially. So this is that. Let's have a look at some technical analysis real quick on the daily. Then we're going to dive into actually let's start off with the weekly, and then we're going to dive into the lower charts, the 4 hour and then the 1 hour and then the 15 minutes. So having a look at the weekly right here, we do have a rejection, and as you guys know, like I said in almost all my videos, Bitcoin was in an Elliott wave and Solana is following the same pattern too. So this is the Elliott wave pattern right here, and you could even have the 1, 2, 3. It consists of 5 waves, guys. As we know, this would be the first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave. Let me put it on log. You guys can probably see it better. Let me zoom out and you guys will understand what I'm talking about. So this is the Elliott wave pattern right here, as you guys can see, and things are looking pretty good. Of course, the second wave and the fourth wave are usually pullback waves. So we saw pullback right here and a pullback wave, and then the first, third, and fifth wave are usually dumping. They're usually dumping waves. Okay, now the question is are we going to hold this support right here? We do have a nice little support right here, as you guys can see. I do have right here at $23, between $23 and $27. I have this nice little box. The question is are we going to hold or are we going to break it? We know that we have a strong support right here. So we got rejected right here once, twice, 3 times. Now if we go back right here 4 times, the question is are we gonna hold right here? Now we know the more times we hit it, the weaker it gets, right? The weaker a support gets. So right here we hit it another time, and we could potentially fall through depending on what Bitcoin does, because if we see a massive dump on Bitcoin, we could see Solana dumping as well. And of course this would be a pump of like almost 50%, I would say, maybe 60%. Let's have a look. Yeah, 60% dump it would be. And you remember how a lot of people said at the beginning of the video that Solana was overvalued? Well, the market cap would approximately be cut in half. So like I said, people wanted Solana to be at the 5 billion, 4 billion, 6 billion. A lot of people, a lot of whales said that Solana was overvalued in this bear market and that it could come back down to these levels. So if we have a look on the daily time frame, why the $13 level? Well, we do have this box right here, as you guys can see, the box that I drew out. I drew out this box. Now a lot of people might disagree with me, and that's completely okay. If you could disagree with me, Solana might not go that low, that's completely okay. But look, this is a very important box right here, as you guys can see. We were consolidating, so this is a very important demand region. A lot of people are going to come and accumulate there. If we do fall below, that's going to be very bad. That's going to be either 1, because Solana fell, 3, because of negative news, or 2, Bitcoin crashed, or 3, I don't know, but it's gonna be bad. If we do fall below this box right here, we could come all the way to $3 or even $2.8. So it's gonna be very, very crazy if we come back to these levels right here. I don't think we're gonna come back to 2.5 to $3. I think this is a very, very realistic target, guys. And we have to understand, I mean, we are still in a downtrend. There's no question about that, right? We are still in a downtrend. We had a nice little fake out right here. But guess what, guys? This is still the downtrend. Yes, fake out right here. It happens. We also had a fake out right here. Everyone thought, oh, Solana back to 79, 78. Guess what? No. Back below, and back below 40, and this is exactly what happened. I mean, people didn't think that we were going to go back below 40, and this is exactly what happened. So having a look at the exponential moving average on Solana on the daily time frame. So as you guys can see right here, we did have a nice little breakout. Now we know when we are below the EMA ribbons, we're pretty bullish, right? But guess what? This was just a fake out, and now we're back down below it, right? So we have time to essentially have more dumpage coming, or more bleeding to do, because we know what happened last time right here when we had the fake out. We had the big fake out, and we had a crazy dump. Now I'm not saying this dump is gonna be the same as we're gonna. I'm not saying we're gonna have the same dump that we did last time, like we had here, 80%, but we could have a 60% dump. Now we know that the 5th wave can be bigger than the 3rd wave. So that being said, if we do have this dump right here to $15, $12, that's still not an 80% dump. Therefore, it is very, very possible for it to happen. I think we could see that dump, that replicates this one, of course, the 80% dump, but we could definitely see a dump like that happening again, because if we do see 80%, we're most likely going to come back to below $80. I mean, below $12, which would be bad news bears for Solana. So this is, I mean, overall, guys, this is Solana on the daily. Let's have a look on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, we are holding pretty well these exponential moving average. We're being resisted pretty well, as you guys can see. So ever since we broke below right here, we got a rejection right here, another one right here, and then a couple ones right here. So the question is when are we really gonna flip that bullish again? I mean, that's really a good question. We're gonna have to wait. Bitcoin's gonna have to make some moves, in my opinion, and we're gonna have to see where this goes. Having a look at the 1-hour time frame as well, just a nice little consolidation after this dump right here, so nothing too crazy to see. In my opinion, we're most likely gonna continue this dump to 27, and then if 27 breaks, we could see that big move to $13, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. But this is my quick update on Solana, guys. So some news, Helium news. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video tomorrow.